thank yous that Greg already got out of the way. I do, again, want to say thank you to Ron and President Bradley for the opportunity that they've given me and my family to stick around and be part of this community. And the support we've gotten since everything went down in August has been unbelievable. So thank you for that as well. Our team, again, we have 7 seniors. We lost a lot. You know, anytime you lose 3 of your top leading scorers, you always get a question, okay, where's that going to come from? You know, and that's been one of the things we've been trying to find out ourselves. And we knew early that it wasn't going to be 1 player. It wasn't even going to be 3 players, that we were going to have to turn those points, and we were going to have to find those from a handful of players. And it's been rewarding to see that we have that opportunity to do that. With 7 seniors, they're all going to have an opportunity to contribute. We brought in some players, 3 new players, 2 young ones, freshmen, that will help us in a practice type setting. You know, they're going to struggle to find their way onto the floor, but then a junior college point guard that will battle with Natasha Zurk, a 4-year kid, in terms of filling the void in that point spot for us. Again, we were picked 5th. It's one thing that we sat down with our team and we said, look, we're going to discuss it right now, and then it's over with. It's the same approach we took last year when we were picked to win it. It's preseason. It doesn't matter for anything other than a couple headlines here and there, and then people that are picked at the beginning of it, you know, to win it, they use it for recruiting, and that's it. So it's not anything that's came into our mindset, and it's not something we're going to discuss or talk about anymore in terms of our team. Because again, at the end, we have goals, and our goals are not to fall anywhere below what we set from last year. Again, I want to just thank you guys for coming out. I know Greg and his staff, everybody's been wonderful for myself and the new people that I brought in to fill. They've been able to go across the hall and ask for, hey, what happens when this goes on, or who's good for this recruit to see in this department, and it's been great for those guys to take myself and my staff under their wing to help them out. Janet Eaton came in. She's my recruiting coordinator, and my right hand. She's awesome. She was not to offend anybody, but my wife called her my first work wife when we worked together. And she just, if you have an opportunity to meet her, she's got a bubbly personality. She moved here with her son. They're excited. He's actually working in the school district already. And she is somebody that I was excited to get for, outside of basketball and personal, is the role model that she's going to be for our players. She is a family person. She is a God-fearing person that is just wonderful for all players to have as a role model on a day-in and day-out basis. You know, and it's little things that she tells them that I don't have to. I wouldn't even know. You know, she's going to teach them life lessons outside of basketball better than I could, not being a female. Does that make sense? You know, I mean, and it's those things that have already happened in our locker room or in practice, or when we go out to eat as a team, that she educates them on certain stuff, and it's just neat to see, and I think they're excited about it as well. And then Josh Keister is another gentleman that I was able to work with in the past. He's coming in again with head coaching experience, Midwest recruiting experience and ties, coming from Missouri area. And then again, another great family man. He's so excited. I think he's forgotten we play an exhibition game on the 7th because his family moves in town on the 7th. It's like, keep reminding, there's a game on Friday too. So he's excited. He's got a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old coming to town, so he's excited about that. And then obviously we kept Sarah Wiedemann on board, who has done a great job and has gotten better every year since I've been here with her. She has great Indiana ties, played in the state of Indiana, taught high school in the state of Indiana, and so that's important to us as well. And then we actually were able to add an extra GA spot, so we had DJ Slifer, who was doing our travel last year, who's slid over to do more of our video coordinator position. And then our player from last year, Bill Keese, is around doing a GA spot, doing some of the office work, and then also, like I said, just mentoring our players.
Coach, we know defensively a lot won't change. Talk a little bit about what you guys have been working on the offensive side of the ball.
On the offensive side of the ball, it's funny, you know, there's things we can't talk about with scrimmages and everything else. But in the setting of ours, we played a game, and then we did half-court possessions. I just laughed because we've been so focused on all motion offense and trying to show and teach our players how to play unrobotically that we haven't put in one set play yet. And so in that half-court set, I'm going, yeah, just run motion. Just run motion. And so, like I said, yesterday was our first day of going, all right, now we're going to prepare for games and get some quick hits in and everything else. But motion is going to be a big part of our offense. And again, with that, there's growth. All players have to slowly, hopefully quickly, but they've been slowly learning who takes what shots, where they take them. And then there's a thing that we call about being honest with each other. What might be a good shot for me, you know, might not be a good shot for Megan. And just, it's not important enough that the staff knows that, but each player has to know that as well. And so those are the things we've been working on, and they've been very receptive. So we're excited, like I said, to play against somebody on 7th in front of the fans and everything else. But yeah, the offense will be a lot more open.
Coach, I know it's early. What are you guys hoping to accomplish in the non-conference schedule?
To get healthy. I was telling one of the tables, our first day of practice, we have 15 young ladies on our roster. And the first day of practice, we had 13 of them in practice. And since then, the most we've had in practice is 11. And so we have 2 big pieces of our team that are scheduled to get off the injured list in the middle to the late of December, right for conference. So again, that's something that is big. We all know how tough our conference is, and non-conference is to prepare us for our conference play. With that being said, we still feel like with our core group that we have, there are numerous games out there that are going to come down to the wire. And we think we have a very tough non-conference schedule. We have a couple Big Tens, we have an SEC school. We have a Big East team. So again, our non-conference is one of the tougher it's been in my 3 years here. So again, we got to keep our head above water. Anytime we go into a game, there's not a game on our schedule we don't feel we can win. So that's always a good thing too. And again, that goes back to 7 seniors and the way they want to leave their senior year.
Anything else for Coach?
Coach Lansing mentioned that he was glad to have you aboard on the opposite side of the staff. Was that a relationship you connected with him right away when you arrived here as an assistant?
You know, it's when I first got here, they've been, and even the previous coach told me, hey, it's you know, it's a unique situation being able to have a relationship that even they had, and so I was able to just piggyback right on top of that. It also helped. I don't know if it helped or hurt, but Lou and I had worked with some of the same previous people, and so being that I was on the men's side years back, Greg and I also knew some of the same people, but they've just been open to everything, not just basketball. And again, I've been in different places where you have people that support men's basketball, people that support women's basketball, and they try to keep them away from each other. But he has been nothing but, oh, Joey, do you know this person? Do you know this one? And it's been unbelievable, the support they've given us. And I'm looking forward to more.
Anything else for Coach? Thanks, Coach.
Thank you guys very much.